Now, for more on the news from Janet Yellen, we're now joined by William Mahnic, Associate Professor at Banking and Finance from Case Western. Professor, welcome to the show from Cleveland, Ohio. Let me first by starting to ask you, what I was talking to Jim about earlier was the possibility, how safe is this choice and how likely is the nomination supposed to go smoothly?
It's a very safe choice. You can see by the market's reaction, it is exactly what they expected. I think the nomination will go rather smoothly too. I don't see a lot of upside for the Republicans opposing this nomination. What's plan B if it isn't Janet Yellen?
What I've read from different media outlets is that Wall Street generally likes Janet Yellen. Explain to us why this is.
She's a known quantity. She's very well qualified. She's served on the board. She's respected within the financial community within the United States. In fact, Phil, she was one of the earliest financial forecasters to sound the alarm about a potential housing crisis and credit bubble in the United States at around 2006, 2007.
So, some of us are asking the question, I don't want to be a 2.0 Bernanke, but is there a difference between Janet Yellen and Ben Bernanke?
I think so. I think one thing she'll do a lot better as far as forward guidance. I think she'll do a better job than that. That's where really Bernanke fell off. He would set the market up for one type of rate move and then deliver another, and it caused volatility. I would expect that Janet Yellen, whether you like the direction she's going to take the money supply and the interest rates in the United States, will signal and will be consistent with her actions following her signaling.
Professor, you've been on a number of times as an expert of what the Fed is doing. In light of the last couple of weeks between the Republicans and Democrats, the Federal Reserve is supposed to be nonpartisan, if you will, but it's hard to not say anything. Does the Fed play any role in trying to get both sides to compromise at this point?
I think the Fed has already played that card. Ben Bernanke back in May or June said, look, there's only so much that monetary policy can do to support a national economy. Now it's your turn, guys. It's fiscal policy. We need some regulatory reform. We need some streamlining of the tax code. You can only print so much money, and it doesn't really have an impact if you print one more dollar.
All right. Professor William Mahnic, thank you very much from Case Western, of course, on the nomination by the president of Janet Yellen as the next Fed chair.